everyone, this is JT, and I'm doing another conversion. Probably one that most folks wouldn't consider doing, but I was pretty impressed when I got done with it. It's the Union Pacific AHM GP 18. It has all-wheel drive. And the problem with it was it only picks up on one side and one side. It don't have all 4 8 wheels pick up. So I had to do a little conversion there, which I will get into. But it runs pretty nice once I got the conversion done. It wasn't bad to begin with, but I think the conversion helped it some. And what I have here is my wires from each side of the trucks. I got to solder my decoder to. I had it on there once, but I left all the long wires on, and now I'm trimming the wires up. So, being it turned out so well, I figured I'd do a video on it in case somebody's got some of these all-wheel drive AHMs that they would like to have on a DCC layout. If you got a shortage of road switchers or that type of thing, and you have these around, jump right in there and get these converted. Now I am using NCE's D13 SRJ. The J gets rid of the 9-pin plug, 8-pin plug, whatever that is, and you have to hardwire it, which is what I've had to do with all mine anyway, because they're so old, kind of like me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my wires soldered up. And this motor is pretty simple to do. It's got one there and one there. And that, of course, is the top. Doesn't look like the best motor around, but surprisingly enough, it runs pretty well. So let me get at this, and I'll come back. All right, I got my wires shortened, and what I wanted you to see here was these 2 little clips. That motor slides underneath of those, and it holds it in place. And you got to put the drive shafts in as you put the motor in. Little contrary, but not too bad. Well, there you go. It's running pretty smooth. Headlight works. And all that good stuff. I did shorten my wires up. Now, there is something here. I don't know if too many of you know. I had to find out. This little thing right there is what holds the back of the motor down. You've got the clips in the front, and this goes down right behind the motor. And, whoops, I can't show you here, but there's, let me show you on this one. There's a place back here where them clip in, and that holds the back end of the motor down when the front of it is held down by clips down at the bottom. But I got one headlight working, and I got to figure out the other one. I may have to move my decoder a little bit, but maybe not. Also, you want to be really, really quick on the soldering iron with these pieces here. This is plastic setting around it, which It's normal, I guess, for most of them. But you got to get in and get out real quick. There's little tabs sticking out to solder to. So them little tabs, see if I can get you a good picture of it. Them little tabs are right there's one of them. One on the bottom. And that's where your wires go. But like I say, you got to be in there, in and out quick. Otherwise, you'll melt that plastic. And we all know what the consequences of that is. So, anyhow, that's about the extent of it with the AHM. Be real careful with the handrails. They're plastic. We got a couple of them jammed up here I'm going to have to take care of. So, and the front one. So, anyway, it runs good enough. I'll spend the time on it. Oh, and also, when you get this thing off, there's 2 screws in the bottom, and they're back here. There's one there, and one over here on this side. And you got to take them out to get the body loose, and then this body has that little hook right there on the front, and that hooks down in this little opening on the front of the engine. Stick it down in there first, and then set the back down in it. And I wanted to show you them trucks too, so I'll cut away, get these trucks apart, which, by the way, they come apart up in here. You pull that out a little ways, and that truck will come right off of there, so be careful with that. Well, let's see. It doesn't take that long to do that. Let me see if I can whip this out real quick. Well, maybe. It worked pretty well last time. Wow. Come on. Yeah. I hate it when it does that. Get this apart. There's your pieces for your truck. Them brass pieces right there. And they're fastened down with a little block, and the wire goes down through there. Mine. This is how I did mine. I cut some pieces and put a tab the other way and crimped it over on the truck right here, and got some pliers and mashed it down real good so it stays. I didn't want it riding on the axle. Probably would cut the axle apart. But it don't touch the axle. It does touch the back of the wheels and gives me the pickup on both wheels. So something for you to see. All right, see if I can get this thing back together. I'll be back.